Welcome back to my Space and Energy. I'm Angela and this is London Array, and today I want to talk to you about different types of metaphysical schools that I am currently enrolled in. I am currently a student at I think definitely maybe 3 different places, maybe even 4. And I will go over that. But I did want to talk about this because I think it's important to kind of share our experiences at these different metaphysical schools or magical schools. Schools about tarot, schools about, the elements, schools about all kinds of things. I think it's important to talk about these different kind of schools that we go to because, people think about enrolling in these schools, at least me, when I was thinking about enrolling in these schools, and I really didn't know what other students that were currently there, what their experiences were and what they thought of it, or if they were getting anything out of it, because they can get kind of expensive. Anyway, I just want to share my experiences with you, so stay tuned if that's something you're interested in. So like I said, I am in a few I'd have to think about it, but I'm in a few different schools right now, and I'm gonna go over them with you right now. Alright, so my most interactive, I think the one that I get the most out of, the one that I am just learning so much from, and is probably the most expensive as well, is Soul Shift. Now, I've been a Soul Shift student this is my 2nd year in Soul Shift, and I actually wanted to show you, because I'm really proud of my certificates that I got because I was in Soul Shift. I joined Soul Shift back in December of 2019, and so I was with the program the entire year of 2020, and at the end you get certificates for completing the program. And so I've got this Angela Fo's practitioner certificate. I also have, there's 4 different ones that she gave us at the end of the program. Initiated Priestess, the Soul Shift Heal, my papers are falling, Soul Shift Healer certificate, and I think so. This is from my Soul Shift program. It's run by someone named Dr. Athena, and I think she's been doing Soul Shift for a few years now, but I love her classes. They are expensive, like I said. It's about $90 a month just to go to the classes, and then if you want to get the tools, it's an extra $100 a month to get the tools. I don't always get the tools. I feel like I have and the tools can range for so many different things just depending on what that month's class is about. But anyway, this year, I'm still in her class for 2021, and so this year we're actually going over, like last year was Pillars of Priestessing, and so you learned how to be a leader, taking leadership within your life and even in just circumstances in your life, and just kind of taking that position gracefully, full of wisdom, and just learning how to navigate those kind of leadership positions comfortably, if that makes sense. I mean, that is very simplified what we learned. And then of course I'm also enrolled in her Crystal Masters program, which you can enroll in all by itself. I think it's like $20 or $30 a month to be in the Crystal Masters program. So anyway, I did both of those programs and I learned a ton about crystals, and like how to use them in a healing fashion. And now I'm in her class again this year, and this year I am learning about alchemy, and I absolutely love it. I think it's a great way of learning how to transform yourself into the person that you want to be. And so we're just going through the stages of alchemy, and that's what we're doing for this year. And it's kind of cool because at the end of this year, she has actually, I'm trying to find out where I wrote it. Oh, here. She actually has been certified by the International Practitioners of Holistic Medicine, IPHM, and they actually certified her as a holistic medicine teacher. So at the end, I will receive certificates towards holistic healing, and so I think that's actually really amazing too. So yeah, that's Soul Shift, and I absolutely love working with Athena. I absolutely love being a Soul Shift student. I think it's just an amazing, not just an amazing class, but it's an amazing group of people to work with and learn with. because, you know, we're on Facebook together, and I recognize a lot of their names and their faces now. I'm kind of becoming more familiar with the people in the group. I'm not as interactive because that's just the way my personality is, but I do enjoy really being a part of that. It's a sisterhood, honestly. I really enjoy really being a part of them. So that's Soul Shift. Very interactive. There's a Facebook group, and then we have classes once a week at least, and she does live card readings 4 times, so once a week as well. And then there's the crystal reading that she does. It's a really cool little thing that she does with crystals and reads you using crystals. It's crazy, but she does that once a month, I believe. So there's a lot. And then she's also very active, very, 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 very active in the Facebook group. You know, if you ask a question and you tag her, I don't know, it's hard to tell if it's always her answering or if it's someone that works very closely with her, Alexis, but either way, you're going to be seeing someone's going to answer you, or even another Soul Shift student will answer you if the question's like pretty simple, like, oh, where do I find today's like work or this month's worksheets or something, you know, like other people can answer things like that. But either way, Athena herself is super active in the group, like super active. She's always posting. Like she posted something yesterday. Like she's always posting. She's always speaking with us. I've spoken with her personally. I can't tell you how many times. Like she's very active. So that's Soul Shift. So moving on to another class that I am in is, I'm sure everybody's really familiar with BehatiLife. That's run by Jessica Wiggin, and I am in her Sacred Circle Tarot School. And I have been a part, because I love tarot. I think I did like one card, pick a card reading on my channel so far. But yeah, so I love the tarot and I love to learn. And so I joined Jessica's Sacred Circle Tarot School back in 2018. Sometime during 2018 I joined, so I've been there for quite a while. And when I joined her class, it was a one-time fee. I can't remember how much it was, but it was over 100. It may have even been close to 200 or just over 200. I cannot remember anymore, but it was quite a bit. But it was a one-time, like I paid it once. And then you had access, at the time, you had access to her a video, like a 30 or so minute video that she did on every single card in the tarot deck. So that was great. It took me quite a while to get through all of them. I absolutely loved it. You learned so much. She's very knowledgeable. And then she also has a Facebook group that I'm also in for her Sacred Circle Tarot School students. It's not a big group. It's, I don't know, maybe it's a couple hundred, honestly. I don't really know. Nothing like my Soul Shift Facebook group, there's thousands of other students in that group. But for the Sacred Circle Tarot School, it's smaller. It's just a couple hundred. And I will say that Jessica is not as active inside that Facebook group. Not a big deal to me because, like I said, it was that one-time fee of how much it was, a couple hundred probably. But like I said, it wasn't very expensive. I got a lot of content. I got what I wanted out of it. I wanted to learn about the tarot. The other thing that she does do, though, is once a week she goes live with you every Tuesday, and she'll go live with us for an hour and we'll talk tarot. Whatever she wants to talk, whatever's coming up, whether we talk about a specific card or specific tarot spreads, whatever is on the agenda. It's not like a set agenda or anything. It's kind of like, oh, today we're going to talk about this, at least from what I can tell. So yeah, it's not a bad space at all. I don't mind it at all. It's not, like I said, it's not very interactive. There's not a lot of people in the group, so there's not a lot of postings, which I don't mind either. And Jessica is not very active in the group, which, I mean, I'm sure she's got a million things she's doing. So, again, I think for the price it wasn't bad. But now, things are changing. She actually just moved the entire school over to a new platform. a few months back now. I want to say September or so, probably last year, September, October or something last year in 2020. We moved over to a new platform, and I'm still getting used to that platform myself, but it's fine. It's just a different way of accessing the lives, and it's a different of the lives that she does every Tuesday, and then it's a different way of accessing the videos that are there for every card. And I don't mind it, actually. I like the way it kind of lets you know what you've already watched and what you haven't watched and where you were when you were last watching it, because that was harder to navigate on the last platform. And she's also doing this new thing now where you can become completely like a certified tarot reader with her. There's a few steps you have to take, and I think you have to do like a card reading, I don't know, with her personally or with somebody else, but there's just a whole nother avenue now that she's going down with becoming completely certified under her, which I haven't done. I think she's honestly still trying to like put it all together and at least roll it out to us. So that's a whole nother thing that she's doing. So it's really interesting. It's a little bit in transition from what I feel like anyway, but it's okay. Like, I think it's working out well. But I like that type of school as well. If you're into something where you just kind of pay a one-time fee, you get all this access to all these classes, but then you don't get as much interaction with the teacher. I can always email her, and I've emailed her, and she's got an assistant named Eric. I've emailed Eric, actually, never her, but for like when I had one silly question. But I'm not the kind of student that needs a whole lot of, I don't have a whole lot of questions, you know what I mean? I can kind of figure out things pretty well on my own. I'm like, if you show me the information, I can figure it out. Like, I don't need a whole lot of hand holding through things. Now, if you feel like you need more hands-on, you need more access to the teacher, you need more this, or you have a lot of questions, that kind of schooling probably wouldn't be as beneficial, right? Because there's just not a ton of access to the teacher. But you can access her. It's just, it's not very readily available. She's not readily available like my first teacher, Athena Parakis. I feel like if I had a really big question and I absolutely needed it answered, and I feel like I could reach her quicker. It's a little easier to get a hold of her. It just is. But I pay more, right? So there's that. So moving on to my third type of school that I'm in is, and I almost finished these classes. I didn't get through the whole thing, but this is actually something that was offered on Daily OM, I want to call it. It's called Daily OM courses. And they had this course called The Art of Intuitive Tarot with Gina Spriggs. And I actually really enjoyed Gina Spriggs. I thought she had great energy. I thought she had a wonderful personality, easy to learn from. Am I going to interact with her ever? Never. She is 100% inaccessible in this class. There's no Facebook group for us to get on and talk with each other, talk to the other students. There's nothing like that. All you get is, I think it was once a day, they were releasing another course. There's 21 courses or 22, I'm not sure how many courses, but there's a few courses that are made available on a daily basis, and there's maybe a 5-minute video with Gina Spriggs, and she kind of talks about how you're going to navigate this course today. And then there's just these steps and like activities that you do on your own to kind of help you connect better with your tarot deck. I know that, I don't know if she mentioned it or if I found it, but there is also a book on Amazon that she made that goes really well with this course. And I thought about buying it, but I also thought I have the book pretty much given to me through all of those little courses. If I print out whatever she hands out, I believe I printed them all out. That's essentially the book that I'd be getting online, from my understanding. I could be wrong, but either way, it was super cheap. I think they gave me the option. They were like, you can pay $5, $10, or $15 for this course, depending on like what you can afford, or I guess, which I thought was really nice. And so I went for the middle option. I was like, I don't know if it's going to be great. I don't know. I've never had this class before. I've never even taken any classes from the Daily OM, whatever, from that place before. So I was like, I don't know if I want to pay the $15. What if it's crap? I was like, well, I don't want to give just $5 either. Anyway, so I went with $10. and it's okay. It's not terrible. I didn't finish it. It's like super not interactive at all, and so it's a lot up to you to show up, to do the work, and that's fine. But you know, for $10, it's absolutely fine. It's not terrible for $10. You know, I think I was definitely got things out of it. I definitely learned to look at tarot in a different perspective, and that's great too. I learned a lot, but it's it's just nothing to it. There's just nothing to it. But if you're interested in that kind of learning, especially for like $5, is I could have just paid $5. I think it's fine. You know, definitely worth giving it a try. So then it doesn't stop there for me. I am also in actual school. So, and I have all my books there. I meant to show you these books, but anyway, it doesn't matter. This is just one of my books for my nurse practitioner program that I am in. So I just started nurse practitioner school back in, it hasn't been long, March. I think last month I started, like February, March. So now I'm also in professional schooling because I'm a nurse and I have my bachelor's, obviously. And now I'm going to nurse practitioner school, so that kind of starts out with your master's classes, master nursing classes, and then it transitions over to nurse practitioner classes. And so I am a student of all things, right? I am going to professional schooling. I am sticking with Soul Shift for this year with the alchemy I'm so excited about. And yeah. And then at the end of that, I'm going to be getting the holistic medicine certificate. Yeah, I'm really excited about that. And then eventually, in years from now, I will finally finish nurse practitioner school. But anyway, my point is that, you know, I love doing YouTube, and I'm going to continue to do YouTube. I don't think it'll be like a once a week video posting because, as you can see, I'm still working full time. I still have my boys. I'm a mom, 2 boys, and I have my husband, and so as you can see, my life is busy, but I love doing YouTube. I love posting these videos. But yeah, a lot of the videos that I post are inspired by the things that I learn, especially in Soul Shift. Like, let me show you my notebook from Soul Shift last year. Oh, this thing. Like, look at this thing. So this is Soul Shift's binder from last year. This thing is huge. Like, these are just the worksheets that we got. And this isn't like one page is in each work of these little protectors. No, no, no. Each of these protectors have a few pages in them. I mean, they are just, binder is full of so much information. So I learned a lot last year, and I learned probably more than I could probably honestly completely take in. I mean, it's a dense class full of a ton of information, and a lot of what I learned sometimes inspires what I post on my channel. And now this year, which I'm really excited about, we're doing alchemy. And I don't know if you're familiar with alchemy and the emerald tablet, but this is a cute little, it's just a green binder, but it's our emerald tablet. And full of, oh, actually, I think it's really cute too. This is a lapis lazuli. I don't know if you can see it. It's a little lapis lazuli stone in the center there. But yeah, I'm like still, like, we had class last night, and so I have like things that I gotta put into my protective. But like, look, like this is like one of the work, like it's a ton, it's a lot of stuff. You really learn a lot in these classes. Dense amount of information. It's, you know, it's not light at all. You learn a lot. Yeah, so I'm doing this year, and I'm really excited about it. And then on top of that, I've got my master program, or my nurse practitioner program classes that I'm also kind of like going through. But either way, when I'm going through these classes, I'm always inspired by something. Like, I love what we learned last night. We learned about working with moon phases, certain phases, what they mean, the corresponding stones. Yeah, we learned so much last year, and I was like, man, you know, I could do a video on moon phases and like do a little more research. Like, obviously I can't just go over exactly what I learned. That's not, I can't do that. But there's definitely like a lot of information out there about moon phases that I can still go over and kind of go over with you guys. But my point is that when I present information to you guys, I don't want you to think that like, oh, I read some book somewhere, or like I went on a YouTube video somewhere and I like learned. No, absolutely not. No, I have teachers. I have multiple teachers. I am forever a student, and when I am presenting something to you, you are learning something authentic. You are learning something from an actual structured classroom. So I love posting, and I love all the things that I share with you guys. I'm also inspired by you guys though too. Like when you post like, oh my god, yeah, share this or tell us how to do this, absolutely I'm listening, and I am putting a video out as soon as I can. Obviously I'm very busy, but I love doing this. I'm going to continue to do this, but just stay patient with me. I'm going to put out videos as often as I possibly can. Like right now I gotta get off and put together a PowerPoint project for my nurse practitioner school program, but anyway, you know, I can handle it. I can do it. Anyway, I hope this video is at least a little helpful if you are looking to join classes, especially those beautiful metaphysical and magical classes that are out there. There's so many different types. You can pay as little as $5 and get in a class and learn so much, or you could pay more and you could get more. It's all up to you. There's great classes out there, great teachers. I have excellent teachers. Athena Parakis is so brilliant. Jessica Wiggin, again, very brilliant. I mean, I learned so much from my teachers, and then, you know, there's just so much knowledge out there. You can never stop learning. You can never know enough. All right. Anyway, let me know if you have any questions or if you have any video suggestions. Also, I'm interested in what you guys want to see. But yeah, let me know. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.